Hi everyone. Yeah. How are you all? Good evening. So, are you able to hear me? All good? Yes. Yes. Good. Good. We'll start. So, on behalf of Art of Living Organization and Colive, I would like to welcome you to this session called as Mind Laundry, an interactive session with Jatin Puri on mind management and meditation. Uh, the Art of Living Organization is the largest volunteer-based humanitarian and educational organization in the world today. It proudly provides stress relief and self-development techniques in 160 plus countries, and this has reached over 150 plus million people globally. So, who has pre-found this inner peace and happiness and well-being? The founder of this organization is Shri Ravi Shankar, who is a world-renowned humanitarian and a peace leader. His vision is to create a stress-free and violence-free society with holding a large vision for world peace. And for today's session, we have Jatin Puri. By profession, he is a software developer, programmer, and he's also an entrepreneur. So he works for a company called Lightbend, and which is a parent company of Scala. He is a consultant for Asia Pacific region. He's also author for a technical book called as Scala Microservices. And uh, yeah, he have a startup company called as Bicytry, which works on um machine learning, and he also has a lot of computer science researchers who works with him. And having said all this, Art of Living is an associated service project that he likes doing a lot, and he has been volunteering teaching these courses for several years now, especially for college going youngsters, corporate staffs, empowering them to understand how to be productive, how do we live a stress-free life and keep a smile all the time with just by understanding the breath. So the trick is in the breath. So in this lockdown, we are all locked in our room, can't go anywhere out, uh, work from home. So I think this is a wonderful opportunity for us to see a different perspective, like learn something new. So I welcome Jatin for this talk. Yeah, Jatin is all yours.
Thank you, Rakesh. Thanks for the lovely introduction. Yeah. Hello, everyone. Welcome, everyone, for this workshop on mind management and meditation. I would also like to thank Colive for taking such an excellent initiative that during these troubled times of taking such wonderful, fun program to so many of its people, truly caring for all the people who are staying there. So thank you, Colive, for the opportunity to getting the art of living, take a few workshops with respect to mind management and meditation. So I'm super excited to be here. We're going to spend about 1 hour together. It's going to be a very interactive session, quite fun. And then let's see how it helps you. Yeah. Are you all excited? You could probably use chat and you can probably send me a message. So feel free to use the chat box to communicate anything with me. Are you all able to use the chat box? Hello? Can the admin make sure that people can send me a message? Oh, they say yes, but I can't see their responses. Sure. Okay, you can send me. Great. So what you can do is if you're sending any responses, send it to Jatin Puri. Yeah, not Jatin because I'm logging from two machines. I have a monitor on my left where I can view all of you and one on my iPad from using which I'm communicating. So if you're sending in message, you can send to Jatin Puri. Great. So done. Yeah. So now I can see. Yes. So how are you all doing? How are you all doing? You know, the founder of Art of Living, Sri Ravi Shankar ji says, fake it till you make it. So let's say that even if you're not doing great, it's perfectly fine. We'll fake it till we are there, isn't it? Great. So there are two ways of going about this session. One is I keep speaking and you keep listening. The other way is that we can keep it interactive, where I can keep asking questions and you can keep responding back. Okay? And to use chat, you can send me a message to Jatin Puri, yeah, which is my monitor, which is my chat box. So you can send there. Okay. Now what we will do is, I want you to think over these two questions. Okay, quickly think over the question and then write down your answer and then you can send it to me one-to-one right now on chat. The first question is, what is it that causes stress in your life? What is it that causes stress in your life? You could probably use the chat box and send it to me. Overthinking, expectation, okay? Work, worry about future, yeah. Anxiety about the future, yes. Unplanned work, negative thoughts. Not feeling connected with people, very important. Not feeling connected with people, thoughts, future and job. Yeah, so these are the things that cause stress in our life. Future, anxiety about the future. Great. So here's the second question. What is it that you want to gain in your life? आप अपने जीवन में क्या पाना चाहते हो? What is it that you want to gain in your life? Success, happiness, happiness, peace, stable mind in every situation. Love, happiness, calmness, happiness, lots of happiness answers. Stress-free and able to understand others. Okay, focus. Okay, very nice. You all want to hear a story? Want to hear a story? Yeah? Okay. So once what happened that there was a professor, yeah, and professor was walking by the bank of a river and he wanted to go to the other side of the river. So there was a boatman by the bank of the river. He goes to the boatman that, hey buddy, can you take me to the other side and I'll give you 50 rupees. Boatman says, yeah, of course, why not? Come in. So then he sits in the boat and then the boatman starts rowing the boat. Now this professor was very curious. So he was observing this boatman. So after about 25% of the journey was done, out of curiosity, the professor asked the boatman, hey buddy, do you understand physics? Do you understand the laws of physics? Boatman says, what kind of question is this? So the professor says, what, do you understand physics? Boatman says, no. Professor says, 25% of your life is waste. If you knew physics, you could row your boat better, you could apply less energy, with little you could get more job done, yeah, and you would have prospered better. Now the boatman says, maybe true, yeah, he's a Gyani guy, he's an intelligent person, maybe if he's saying it's true. So he doesn't react and he keeps rowing the boat. Now after some more time, out of curiosity, again the professor asks boatman, hey buddy, do you understand financial markets, mutual funds, finance? Boatman again says, no. So professor says, you don't understand this also. 50% of your life is waste. If you understood physics, if you understood financial markets better, maybe you could have saved more money, bought a bigger boat, made more money again, and again own a bigger boat, a bigger ship, and you would have led a peaceful life. You do not know financial markets? Shit. 50% of your life is waste. Professor, the boatman says, okay, maybe true. Let me keep rowing. So he keeps rowing. After some time, again, out of curiosity, boatman, the professor asked this time, that do you understand statistics? Are you good with numbers? What does the professor say? What does the boatman say? No. So now the professor says that 75% of your life is waste. By this time, the boat was at the center of the river. Okay. And you know what happened? The boatman then asked the professor, "Do you know how to swim?" Professor says, "No." The boatman said, "There's a hole in the boat. The boat is going to sink." And he jumps in the water, and while jumping in the water, he says to the professor, 100% of your life is waste. Yeah. See, we have learned so many arts in our life, isn't it? We have learned so many arts in our life. So I have another question for you. I have another question for you. Like there's an art to cook, there's an art to paint, there's an art to sketch. What does the word the art of living mean to you? Could you mention that on the chat box? What does the word the art of living mean to you? You could mention that, whatever comes to your mind. The way to feel happiness in every moment. Okay. What else? What comes to your mind when you think about the word the art of living? Cooking. Okay. What changes in your life will make you happy? Mhm. The concept of what life is, way of life. Okay. Great. See, we have learned so many arts in our life, isn't it? We have learned so many arts in our life. And we spend so much energy in building those arts, but what has happened is that we have not learned the art of managing our own mind. You know, when I was a kid, when I was small, when I was doing my study days, everyone used to come and tell me, "Jatin, be focused. Jatin, do not get angry. Do not have negative emotions towards others." But you know, no one actually ever came and told me how not to get angry, how not to get stressed. What do you do when you get negative emotions? It was never taught at work, it was never taught at school, it was not taught at home. But you know, there's an art to it. There's an art to it. Now, have you heard of this uh, metro station in Delhi called as Rajiv Chowk? Have you? Or maybe have you ever traveled by Mumbai local trains? Or maybe, you know, the buses in Hyderabad. Have you done that? Yes, yes, yes. Okay, great. Now, you know, one day you are going via one such bus or via metro station, and then on the bus or on the metro, there's just people all around you. I mean, you're completely squeezed amongst people. And then, you know, you can sweat, and then the people are sweating, and then you can smell the sweat of people, and then you're looking at what kind of disgusting life is this? Yeah. There are so many people around, and so on. Maybe I should just chuck this job. I don't know, my parents should give me a car or whatever. I mean, you're just disgusted. And then at that moment, you received a phone call from your HR department saying that, "Hey, Nitansh, you have been promoted and with a hike of 50%. Now, as soon as Nitansh hears that he's got a hike of 50%, would the circumstance or would the bus carry any meaning? See, just 5 minutes back, he was feeling so disgusted. And suddenly he got this call. You who know that he'll start treating this bus as a lucky bus, isn't it? Yes? Have you seen how quickly the mind shifted from one feeling to the other feeling? So happiness is funny. It's a bit funny. You know, there's a very strong connection going from the happiness. There's a very strong connection between the state of your mind and the breath and the breathing pattern. Have you observed how is your breath when you're happy? Like when you got a phone call, how is your breath at that moment? It's very relaxed, it's very calm, isn't it? Like at this moment, when you're completely normal, when you're completely relaxed, your breath is very steady, isn't it? Yes. Now, how is your breath when you're angry? How's your breath when you're angry? Maybe heavy, isn't it? How is the breath when you're stressed? How is the breath when you're stressed? Again, maybe heavy, yeah, maybe fast. So there's a strong link between the breath and the emotions. The opposite is also true. Using breathing patterns, you can actually influence your own emotions. Now, breath, I tell you, is a very, very underestimated fact in life. An average adult consumes about 2 kilos of food every day, drinks about maybe, I don't know, 4 liters of water, 5 liters of water every day, and consumes about 10,000 liters of breath. So the breathing patterns has a very strong influence on our ability to perceive, to observe, to perceive, and to express. Yes? So what we will do now is let's experience it in a very brief manner. Okay, we will see. So we will see the magic of some breath, and then we will do a short meditation, and then will continue. So what I will teach you now is I will teach you a very simple technique. What you're supposed to do is keep both your fingers, keep your index finger and your center finger in between your eyebrows. So you can gently touch your index finger in between your eyebrows. Put your thumb on your right nostril and your ring finger on your left nostril. You can observe it first and then we'll all do it eyes closed. So you can breathe in from your left nostril. Now at this moment you have closed your right nostril. You hold your breath, close your left nostril and breathe out from your right nostril. Now breathe in from your right nostril. Hold your breath. Breathe out from your left nostril. Breathe in from your left nostril. Hold your breath and breathe out from your right nostril. Breathe in from your right nostril. You can now continue doing it with your eyes closed. Hold your breath and breathe out from your left nostril. Breathe in from your left nostril. Hold and breathe out from your right nostril. Keep breathing in this fashion for a few rounds. Keep breathing. Couple of more rounds. And relax. Keeping your eyes closed. You may sit comfortably and easily. We will be doing a short meditation. Let's keep our eyes closed. Take a deep breath in and let go. Take another deep breath in and breathe out. Become aware of your environment. Become aware of all the sounds in your environment. The sound of the music, birds chirping outside, the noise of the fan, become aware of all the sounds around you. Do not resist the sound. A deep breath in and let go. Become aware of beat. Become aware of your knees, thighs, hip, genitals and abdomen region, chest, shoulders, right arm, left arm, neck, your face, your head, and the whole body. Whole body. Take a deep breath in and let go. Become aware of your thoughts, whether good thoughts or bad thoughts. Let them come. Do not resist your thoughts. Become aware of your feelings. You are peace. You are joy. Take a deep breath in and let go. Become aware of your feelings. Aware of your thoughts. Become aware of your body. Become aware of your environment. A deep breath in and let go. Slowly and gradually, taking your own time, you may open your eyes. How was it? How are you feeling? You could give me a thumbs up or mention something on the chat. How are you feeling? How was it? Very calming? Mhm. Light? Relaxing? Light? Very good. New experience. A lot of thoughts came in. It's perfectly fine, Ayan. It's perfectly fine. It was great feeling complete calmness. Okay. So I have a question for all of you. What positive impact will you have in your life if you could experience this state of mind throughout the day? Yeah. It's the feeling that you're in with now. What positive impact will you have in your life if you could sustain this feeling throughout the day when you're taking your actions, when you're doing your job? Just stay with it. But everyone feeling good? Good decisions can be taken, Ganesh? Yes. No distraction. Yeah. See, this mind is a very tricky thing. It's a very tricky thing. For example, let's say one day Gitika, yeah. So Gitika was supposed to go to a wedding. So she got the parlor lady and then spent 3 hours to dress up. And then with all the enthusiasm, she goes for the wedding. So she goes to a wedding and then she meets a lot of us. And we all say, Gitika, you're looking so pretty, you're looking so nice. And Gitika is feeling so happy. Yeah, all her 3 hours of effort has been a success. And then what happens? She comes across one person who says, Gitika, see, you're looking fabulous, no doubt. But I think the slippers, that is the shoes that you're wearing, the shoes that you're wearing do not match with your sari. What will happen after that? What will happen throughout the wedding? What will be running in Gitika's mind? What will it be running? Shoes. Gitika says, don't care. That's correct, but a lot of times it becomes very difficult. So throughout the thing, you'll be just observing what is wrong with my shoes. Yeah. See, that's what happened in our life. That a lot of things in our life are perfect. They're going right, isn't it? Yes. But a few incidents here there makes our mind go topsy-turvy, isn't it? 9 positive things, one negative thing, mind goes toward a negative thing. Haven't you all experienced that? Yes? Because that's the nature of the mind. That's the nature of the mind. That your mind has a tendency to cling on to negative things. Which is where the breathing techniques, the meditation, the Sudarshan Kriya that I'll speak about more, plays such an important role for you to calm your own mind. Yeah. So when you do this Narishodhan Pranayam, in fact, you can practice it any number of times during a day. You could just sit for 5 minutes, 10 minutes in the morning, do it in the evening, sitting on your sofa or your workplace, and then close your eyes and meditate and then see. When you do such techniques, it creates some shift in the realm of the mind. See, again, like I said, mind is a funny thing. Let me give another example. When we were in school, what made us happy when we were in school? हम जब school में थे, what is it that made us happy then? Maybe getting that first bicycle, yeah, or maybe when will I go to the higher school so that I can start using pens instead of pencil, yeah, or when I can start wearing pants instead of shorts, isn't it? Playing with friends, yeah. So all those things made us happy then. Okay, great, you got all those things, you moved on. What happened after that when you went to high school? Maybe getting good marks in 10th. You made such a big thing first, right? About the 10th grade. कि पता नहीं 10th में अगर आप अच्छे मार्क्स हैं तो पता नहीं जिंदगी में क्या हो जाएगा. You made such a big thing of 10th. ठीक है, big deal. 10th went on, you moved on, went to the competitive exams. And then maybe you had this intention कि यार once I get the dream college, then I did nothing else in life. Yeah, once I just get into that university. Has it happened with you, everyone? Yes? Yes? Yeah. Okay, so then you cleared those exams and then you went to the university. Maybe dream job after that. Once I get the dream job, then set. And let's say you got the dream job. Maybe after that, आपका मन बोल रहा होगा यार अब तो ड्रीम जॉब भी मिल गई, पैसे भी बना लिए, अभी साथ में कोई मिल जाए जिसके साथ वो पैसे खर्च कर सके. Yeah, maybe getting that dream, as I say, life partner. Yeah, वो boyfriend, that girlfriend, वो बन जाए, then life is set. And then you get married and so on. And then you can only anticipate that once you get married, then you'll think, yeah, once let my children grow, then I'll be happy. Yeah, let them get good grades, let them go to good university, let them get married. We can only anticipate, isn't it? Going abroad on site, yeah. But Varun, let's say you got that going abroad on site, just like a lot of things in your life. What happens after that? The next thing, yeah, once you get something, the next thing comes up, isn't it? See, we are so busy, we are so engaged in pursuit of things, in pursuit of happiness, that ye mil jaye, the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. You're always in pursuit. See, 2 years back, I had ordered iPhone for myself, and I was super excited. I ordered it the first day, and then I was just waiting for my phone. It took 2 weeks for my phone to arrive. And after 2 weeks, ultimately, my phone arrived, and I was super happy for 2 days. After that, there was the next thing. See, there's something very interesting going on. Yeah, there's a science to it. See, I'm not saying that one is not supposed to have aims and goals in life. No, I'm not saying that. But what we need to observe is that once you get those things, it triggers something within, isn't it? It triggers something which makes us feel very happy. Hannah? Similarly, with these breathing techniques, when you do the Sudarshan Kriya, the meditation, the pranayama, what happens is that naturally from inside you're much more calm, you're much more composed, you're much more relaxed from within. Like having to see Mr. Dhoni, MS Dhoni, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, the team won the World Cup, extremely calm and composed. Yeah, the team is not doing bad, extremely calm and composed. So that is a composure that we're talking about. Where effortlessly, you're so effortless and you're so calm and you're so composed. See, let's say, uh, what happened was that one day you are driving your favorite bike and you're going by the beach and you're enjoying the scenery. Like the sun is so pretty, the sea is so pretty, the water is so pretty, and then you're just relishing that. And then you moved on. Now, next day, what happened was that at home you had a big fight, let's say with your parents. You had a big fight with your father. And then after the fight, you're again driving your bicycle, sorry, your bike, and going by the same road, by the same scenery, passing by the same beach. Would you be able to enjoy the scenery and the beach? Would you be able to enjoy the scenery and the beach? No, isn't it? See, it is very interesting. The scenery is the same. Yeah, the beach is the same. The water is the same. Your bike is the same. It's probably the same music running in your earphones. But your mind is very different. One day you enjoyed it and one day you didn't enjoy it. So when your mind is calm and happy and settled, everything outside will be beautiful. And when your mind internally is distressed, no matter how perfect the things are outside, you will still be depressed. See, you would have observed this. You would have observed this, that there are some people around you in whose life everything is perfect. Yeah, I mean, they have the best of the cars, the best of the money, yet they're not happy. And you'll also find people around whom nothing is perfect, but yet they're filled with so much enthusiasm, so much joy. They go out and they achieve so much, isn't it? I mean, they may not have got the success, but then there's so much enthusiasm in their being. So there's an art to it. In fact, the art of living, there's not much that we can cover in this 1 hour workshop. But in fact, in the art of living, there's a technique that is taught, which is called as Sudarshan Kriya. The program name is called as Breath and Meditation Workshop. It's just an 8 hour workshop, 2 hours over 4 days, which teaches Sudarshan Kriya, and Sudarshan Kriya has done wonders for the world. See, you would have seen that, you would be curious, why is the art of living famous throughout the world? It is in 156 countries. Such fantastic work being done in South America, in Mongolia, in North America. And the reason why the organization is so famous is because of Sudarshan Kriya. It has done lots and lots of healing throughout the world. So what I'll do is I'll play a short video about the importance of breath and how breath plays a very important role in managing our own mind better. Yeah, and then I'll speak. It's a short video.
Many of us are familiar with the effects of stress on our body, from headaches to upset stomachs, body aches. Stress and how we can handle it. Many of us are familiar with the effects of stress on our body, from headaches to upset stomachs, body aches, and tiredness. But what about the effects of stress on one of our most precious assets, our brain? How about a crash course in what happens to the brain under stress and how we can handle it? Under stress, a physical response is triggered which directly affects the brain in ways that impede our ability to focus and concentrate. This response limits our ability to connect with friends and colleagues and strains our relationships. You might remember from high school biology that brain cells use chemicals called neurotransmitters to communicate. Under stress, a hormone called cortisol is released which hinders the functioning of neurotransmitters, making it harder for brain cells to talk to each other. This makes it difficult to think clearly and is the reason why we get confused in a crisis or a stressful situation. Cortisol also causes a chemical reaction that directly kills brain cells. In addition, cortisol triggers the fight or flight response. This directs blood glucose or energy away from the brain to our muscles so we can fight or flee. This can save our lives if we're running from danger, but in daily life, when stressed, the response creates an energy crisis in the brain, which obstructs our ability to learn new things. Fortunately, these effects can be reversed when stress is reduced. Knowing how stress affects the brain, one would think the solution is to simply force the mind to relax. Unfortunately, the mind has a terrible time telling itself what to do. For example, telling your mind to sleep usually leads to little or no sleep at all. Research at Harvard University found that forcing our minds to do something like relaxing just doesn't work. A solution to effectively managing stress and calming the mind can be found in a more tangible tool, breathing. Because there's a direct link between breathing and emotions. European researchers studied people watching movies that induced emotions of anger, sadness, and happiness. They discovered that each emotion creates a distinct breathing pattern. They also found that just having people breathe in these patterns induced the same emotions. This demonstrates that we can influence our emotions through our breath. So instead of simply being overwhelmed by our emotions, we can transform them through specific breathing techniques. Numerous independent studies have shown that the Sudarshan Kriya breathing techniques, or SKY, are effective stress management tools. Psychiatrists at India's National Institute of Mental Health found that levels of the stress hormone cortisol are significantly lower in SKY practitioners. Published research from Sweden shows that SKY significantly reduces the stress, anxiety, and depression we face under the demands of everyday living, and increases our optimism and well-being. It's as effective as standard antidepressive drug therapy, is free of side effects, and has less drain on the wallet. SKY can also increase our ability to excel. It has been found to enhance brain functioning. Published research shows that SKY significantly increases beta brainwave activity, which is associated with heightened alertness and increased focus. Independent research worldwide indicate that SKY is a potent breathing program that significantly reduces stress and enhances brain function. This can improve our ability to focus, solve problems, and understand complex issues. In addition to the physical benefits like lowering cholesterol and boosting immune function, regular practice of SKY relieves anxiety and enhances well-being and positive emotions. In fact, prolactin, a well-being hormone, is shown to significantly increase from the very first session of SKY practice. And it is well known that emotional well-being is directly related to productivity, concentration, learning ability, and success. The benefits of practicing SKY for any business, organization, or family are obvious, and results grow over time. In a world where everyone is under increasing pressure, regular practice of SKY creates a powerful advantage for our mind, body, and how we interact with everyone around us.
So, like you saw, breath has a very strong connection to the way we feel. In fact, if you can just go to the website aolresearch.org, or you can just Google it, there are over 100 publications, right from Ames to Maryland in US, from finest institutions on the planet, of how breathing patterns have an impact on your own breath. So your breathing patterns have impact on the way you feel and your emotions. Acha. So what I will do now is I am going to ask you to play a small game. Are you all ready? Thumbs up, everyone, or you could probably mention in the chat. You need to tell with excitement. Yes, everyone? Everyone? See, it's a short game, so I'll need a quick response from all of you. Okay, ठीक है. So what I want you to do is quickly count the number of circles in your room. You just have a few seconds. Count the number of round objects in your room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Time stop. 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 Can you mention your answer on your chat? Can you mention the answer? 17. Bharat says 10. Divya says 17. Varun says 7. Geetika says 12. 14. Highest is 17 till now. Okay. Okay. So let's do one more round. See, there's so many round objects around us. I mean, the eyeballs are round. Yeah. The fan is round. So there's so many round objects around us. When you're looking at me, you can see my eyeballs, that is round, the buttons on my shirt. Okay. So let's do one more try. Be focused. Start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stop, stop, stop. Stop. No cheating. Oh, Divya says 32. Divya, I hope you're not faking, huh? I hope it's genuine 32. Okay. Okay, yeah. Bharat says 25, Geetika says 31, Ayan says 5, Pushpa says 13, Safina says 7, okay. How many squares did you count, by the way? So these are the answers for this round. But how many squares did you count when you were counting this? How many squares did you count? Varun says 0. Ayan says 0. Pushpa says 0. Safina says 0. Okay, Geetika says 0. Bharat says 5. You saw 5 squares? I mean, not counting now, but then. Okay, okay. But why do you think? I did not say you not to count squares. I only asked you to count rounds. I did not say that don't count squares. So why didn't you count squares? Can you mention it on the chat? Focus. Maybe because you were focused towards round that you did not see this. Only circle was mentioned, Ayan. But then I did not say don't count squares. I mean, squares were there. You wanted to get the highest round, so you focus on highest round. Safina says, yeah, nice. You were focused on circle, yes. See, that is also what happens in life. Around us, there are so many nice things happening, there are so many bad things happening. But whatever you put your attention on, you'll only see that. See, if you put focus on positive things, if you put focus on good things, the things are going right in your life, you will only see that. But if you see, oh, this is Kaliug, if you look at the negative things, you will only see negative things. So when you put more observation on hope, what happens? Hope increases in your life. When you put more observation on beautiful things around you, then beauty increases in life. Isn't it? So it all depends. Everything is all around you. It's all a mixture. What we put attention towards is what we observe, and that is what increases in our life. So there are lots of tricks of the mind. So going forward, we'll all put focus on hope, on positive things, and that is what is bound to grow in our life. Which is why I definitely think that it is so important for all of us to learn a few breathing techniques so that we can handle our own mind, our own emotions better. See, when one person is miserable in your family, he makes the life miserable of everyone in the family, isn't it? Yeah. One person miserable in family makes the life miserable of everyone in the family, of the workplace, of the neighbors, everyone. But one person who is filled with enthusiasm, who's a beacon of hope, who is completely joyful, will also spread so much positivity to everyone around him. Isn't it? That's the aim of the art of living. So can you all do it with me? I know you're all on mute, but can you all do it with me? Ups and downs. Ups and downs and ups and downs. Can you all do it? Ups and downs is a part of living. Smiling through ups and downs is the art of living. See, whose life does not have ups and downs? Yeah, everyone's lives have ups and downs. But how we breeze through those times makes all the difference, isn't it? We have two options. One is that we could go through all these moments, cribbing, being sad, being depressed, or we could go through all these moments as fun, as with enthusiasm, with joy, with love. Yeah. So it's all our perspective of the way that we are looking at the things. Just like round things and square things, you focus on the right things will grow in your life. Each time I speak about, each time I take such sessions, uh, like we're having now and at some other places, I meet a lot of people and who always comes and tell me that, Jatin, what you're speaking makes sense. What you're saying is right. It's the right things. I'm aware about it. But then unfortunately, what happens is that people don't take the next steps. See, very little can be covered in 1 hour. Very little about mind management. The Art of Living is famous throughout the world for this. And really, I think we all should appreciate Colive for taking such initiatives. But very little can be covered in an hour. I would urge you all to dive deeper, to go more further beyond, and just explore, just learn Sudarshan Kriya online. I'll share the details with respect to that, and then you see what difference does it make to you. In fact, I took a recent program. In fact, I teach this program very frequently. I taught a program last week to a couple of corporates, in Hyderabad, in high-tech city region. And then there was a lady who did the workshop, and then later, she calls me up and she says that, Jatin, I heard about this breathing techniques and the art of living about 6 years back, but I did not do the program then. And in last 6 years, I have been through so much in my life. Yeah, it has taken such a big toll on me. And now when I've done the workshop, I realized that had I done the program before, I would have equipped myself with the skills to breeze through those times in a much more positive fashion, in a much more enthusiasm, in a stress-free way. So, whenever I do such programs, I come across three kinds of people, honestly. When I speak about the next steps that would you like to go and experience Sudarshan Kriya, and when I do that, I come across these three kinds of people. The first kind of people say that, yes, this thing looks perfect. This thing looks perfectly nice, very nice. I want to do it. I want to enroll for the workshop. So this is one category. So when I heard about the program for the first time, by the way, I did my engineering from BITS Pilani. I heard about the program there. So I did it in college. So this is the first category. The second category of people is, these people say that this program looks nice and I would like to do it in the future, but maybe I will do it later. Yeah, when I have free time, or during the winter season, or maybe when the planetary positions align. This is the second category. The third category of people is who say, this program is perfect, but not for me, for my wife. I am perfect the way I am. Yeah, my wife or my husband or my boss should do it. This is the third category of people. I tell you, there is never going to be a perfect time for you to experience these breathing techniques. There is never going to be a perfect time. See, it is very important to take care of our mental hygiene, isn't it? Like we take care of dental hygiene by brushing every day in the morning, we take care of our dental hygiene. It is very important to take care of our mental hygiene. WHO has said that the biggest epidemic in the world is actually mental problems. It's the biggest epidemic in the world. And it's high time that we start looking after our own mental hygiene, a whole mental state of mind, so that we are not a puppet in the hands of others' words. We're not a puppet in the hands of others' emotions, but we know sensibly how to deal with our own mind. It's very nice to say happy and blissful when the times are right, but it takes courage to have that mindset when the times are going bad, isn't it? Do you all agree with it? Yes? So we have one very online meditation festival happening from 13th of May. It's for 2 hours only. You have 4 different slots. One is at 7 a.m. in the morning, one is at 11 o'clock, one is at 5 p.m. in the evening, one is at 8 p.m. in the night. 2.5 hours, 2.5 hours over 4 days, where you will be learning this program. By the way, this program happens throughout the world. It happens at IITs, I did at BITS. It happens at Indian School of Business because I know that because I was involved there at ISB. It happens at a lot of US universities. It happens at Stanford, at Purdue, It happens at Caltech. It happens at University of California, Berkeley. So it's a leadership program, very, very famous program, which has benefited a lot of people. Oh, absolutely. So let me post the link here. Gitika, you can do that. We have come towards the end of this session. So the workshop that I'm talking about, it is available at 13may.hp, 13mayhp.in. You can go here and register yourself. By the way, it hardly costs about 1,000 rupees, I think. 1,200 rupees hardly costs anything. And once you do the program, it's a lifetime membership. You can do Sudarshan Kriya forever after that without paying anything anytime again, of course. So a quick revision of whatever we covered in this particular session is that one is the Nadi Shodhan Pranayam. It is super effective. You have absolutely no idea. A lot of times, simple things in our life, they look very simple, but they are super effective. Not all complex things work. Yeah. So you could practice Nadi Shodhan Pranayam and guided meditation. You can search the Art of Living meditation on YouTube and do that. But definitely the Nadi Shodhan Pranayam. But to dive deep, honestly, you need to learn it professionally with a trainer. And yeah. So thank you everyone for coming, for being part of the session. Really appreciate Colive for taking the initiative. I think Colive is doing a fantastic job to also deliver essential services during these times to everyone who's residing there. It is so difficult that to do what they're doing, that they're taking such a lovely responsibility of making sure that people who are living in all the residences there are comfortable. So really appreciate Colive. I think we all can probably clap for them for the wonderful job that they're doing during this time. And my number, you can note down my number for any reference, for anything to know more, please feel free to ping me. My number is 897739604. I'm mentioning it on the chat. For anything more, feel free. What we'll also do is we'll probably, via the same Google link, the Google Calendar invite will send you these details. And I would love to see you all for the program, which is happening from 13th of May. And hopefully we'll also do probably 1 hour sessions with Colive again, similar such sessions where we will cover new things, we will cover new tricks, but nothing comes closer to Sudarshan Kriya, let me tell you that. I had sinusitis problem when I was, for almost all my childhood. I was allergic to pollen grain and to wheat harvest. You know, if there's a wheat harvest happening about 20 kilometers away, 50 kilometers away, I used to get a lot of whooping cough. It's been 10 years, I have not been to a doctor for either for the allergy or for sinusitis, and that got rectified with Sudarshan Kriya. My mind is more calm, it's more focused, and it has helped me professionally for taking my company to Asia Pacific region, and I'm doing really well professionally. But I would love to see you all there, and we'll keep covering. Hopefully we'll have more such sessions. Do you have any questions for me? If you have any questions for me, you can mention them on the chat. If you have any questions for me, feel free to mention the chat. Otherwise, feel free to drop down. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for giving us the opportunity. Yeah, thank you very much. So I'm still here for the next 5 minutes. If you have any questions of how to deal with any of the mental states and or any question or curiosity that you have, feel free. Thank you, Divya. Thank you, Gitika. Thanks, Varun. Yeah. Thanks, Varun. Thanks, Divya. You know what am I craving for? I think I'm craving for this lockdown to get over, and I go out and have food, such lovely food. Yeah, the gulab jamuns and the of course, mangoes I've had luckily. The gulab jamuns, the rasgullas, pizzas, burgers, chole bhature. My goodness. Didn't realize what all we were missing. Okay, so if there are no questions, thanks everyone. See you all soon. Oh, yeah, sounds amazing. Yeah. I think maybe I did a bad job by saying that. Now we all would be craving for that food. Great. Let me see if there are any other comments on the chat. Okay, everyone. I think admin, can we end the meeting now? Yes. Okay.